Hello and welcome. It is May 4th, so may the 4th be with you, 2023, the day before the Scorpio full moon, the day before the penumbral lunar eclipse, and we are in the cauldron of Mercury retrograde and Pluto retrograde. So it's quite a powerful time. And it's so amazing that you all are here. And if you're listening on the recording, we appreciate you doing this deep dive of work into your own personal intentions. They matter. So thank you for doing the work. So my name is Jodi Keating. I'm the co-creative managing partner with Bonnie Salomon of Wise Transformation. And our intention, we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. Today, I'm going to talk to you about an amazing upcoming event happening this weekend. We're going to call in Sacred Space. We're going to talk about the timing. We'll use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle to get some ceremonial guidance, and we'll be here close to an hour. So, Illuminating Your Soul 2023 was an event that was birthed through the culmination of many women's wisdom. We decided that as a community, we wanted to offer support all year long at the cross-quarter days, which are the in-between points of the solstices and the equinoxes. So we are in the window of Beltane, in addition to everything else that I named. And Beltane is a sacred time about union of the goddess and God and the exploding energy of nature bursting forth, nature blooming. So our next event is going to be this Saturday, starting at noon Eastern Daylight Time, and we are going to have the most joyous, magical presenters. Sara, Estelle Turner, that should say Turner, my apologies, that should say Turner, very bad, Mercury retrograde. Jodi Smithson and Marilyn Segal. These three women are going to present in their areas of expertise: flower essences, conscious dance, and bringing heaven to earth. It is going to be a joyous afternoon. If you want more information, please go to wisetransformation.com. And if you're already registered, welcome, welcome. So we are going to call in. We're going to open to the living field of creation and center ourselves. So with having such an abundant field of creation right now, with spring really blooming, when you open yourself to the living field of creation, you can feel this sort of amplified energy come into your being. And we want that amplified energy to be grounded by earth, to be nourished by water, to be refreshed by new breath through air, to be illuminated through fire, and to offer a unique opportunity to co-create what we want to birth next in this powerful window of Scorpio new moon, penumbral lunar eclipse, Mercury retrograde, Pluto retrograde, and Beltane weekend. So just ask that your body connect to the earth in a way that it can open wider as a container for your wisdom and for whatever wants to bloom in this very special window. And so it is. So I'm going to say that usually, and this is the case today, usually the full moon and the sun are in opposite archetypes. Earlier, the last call we had was a second Aries, so that wasn't the case. But this is the case where we have a full moon in Scorpio and our sun in Taurus. So they're opposite each other on the wheel. This is a phenomenal time for release. Release is a word that starts with RE, and we're going to be talking about Mercury retrograde and how all the RE words apply. So the combination of the prenumbral lunar eclipse, the Mercury retrograde, and Scorpio, our deepest emotional range, we are being asked to become more emotionally fluid beings, to feel our emotions, to let them move, to let them inform us even more deeply at this time. Scorpio is the deep water. It's the zodiac sign or the astrological sign that asks you to feel all of your feelings, to develop emotional maturity, to deepen your psychic power, intuition, and sixth sense, and to source life force. When you think about what's happening in the Northern Hemisphere, everything is blooming. There is this increased life force happening on the planet, and we want to source that for ourselves. This is a time to really focus on transformation and regeneration. And it's also a time to allow your intensity and to be with it in a way that doesn't suppress it, but invites its expression in a way that is sacred and safe. It's also a great time to release what no longer serves you and to bring shadow consciousness to the forefront of your awareness. So that's what Scorpio is doing for us at this time. Taurus, which is the earth and the value of enjoying the earthly realm of matter, it delights in all that looks beautiful, tastes delicious, and feels pleasurable. I had a birthday party for a dear friend not too long ago who's a Taurus sun, and we had chocolate covered strawberries because it was the perfect Taurus food, because it came from the earth, it was delicious, it was sweet, and it was decadent. So that's a perfect understanding of enjoying everything that the earth has to offer, everything our body can enjoy. Taurus also has the ability to fulfill all its desires for security, possessions, wealth, and it connects to the divine when it savors through the body and its senses. It is the most embodied of all the astrological signs. So we have the deepest water and the most embodied happening at the same time. That allows for us to reach new pinnacles of awareness about the magic in our body, which this weekend is certainly going to celebrate. And also the ability we have to feel a broad range of emotions, not just mad, glad, happy, and bored. We have so much more than that. So this particular prenumbral lunar eclipse will take place tomorrow, and it's the first of 2 lunar eclipses in 2023. It means that the moon's apparent diameter will appear larger because the sun and the earth and the moon are lined up in such a way. But this type of particular moon will not occur again till September 2042, which is quite a ways away. So the combination of Pluto retrograde, Mercury retrograde, which we're going to talk about now. Mercury retrograde gives you the opportunity to rest, to reorganize, to reset, to research things that you want to build. It's not time to start something new. It's time to refresh. You might look at anything that you haven't completed that is maybe dangling for you and you want to render completion. You'll just notice that all the words that we were talking about start with RE, just like retrograde. It's just a great barometer of what to use between now and May 14th, which is when it goes direct, which is Mother's Day. So as we move forward, because we're in the Scorpio window where we can source our own power through our own water, I want you to open to a direct connection to source. Just bring that into your awareness. I ask for a direct connection to source. Talked about Mercury. So in this powerful window, what is it that you want to focus your intentions on? I used the Scorpio language, connect to what you are sourcing currently. But if you have things that you would like help with at this time with the elements and with these incredible energies, both solar and lunar and planetary, you want to think about what you want to focus on for your intentions in this window. So I'm going to give you just a tiny bit of music and let you just jot down what you're focusing on. You can let me know in the chat or just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to continue. Great. Thanks, Jodi. So over the years, we as a community have used the elemental forces. Oh, Christine, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. What I mean by sourcing is basically what is up for you? What is it you want to get help with? So because we're in the Scorpio full moon, when I say, what are you currently sourcing? What is being asked of you at this time? What are you resourcing from inside yourself? So whatever it is that you want to be working on in your life, you just want to focalize your energy on one thing or two things so that when you're doing your intentions, the elements can give you answers to questions that might be helpful. Perfect. Okay. So we use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle created by Lisa Michaels. This is an oracle that most of the community has access to, but I draw cards from the oracle as part of our like community. I do pull one for the collective is the way we call it. So we look at each of the realms. So whatever your intention is for this time, you want to tap into the physical realm. And I intuit a question, but the question may not feel like it resonates for you. There's no worry there. The question I came up with was, where does your body show emotion? Because I want you to feel that connection of our beautiful bodies in Taurus and our full emotional range. And I pulled the card Organic Timing. If you're new to the oracle, organic timing is just allowing things to grow and bloom when they are meant to, when it is their time. The earth knows all about organic timing. We as humans try to rush things. We want things now. We may push things, or we may not jump when it's time to go. So we want to tap into the organic timing, the right timing. If this question, where does your body show emotion, doesn't resonate for you, just ask the earth. Just say, Earth, tell me what I need to know about whatever my intention is. And that's going to be true for every question that I come up with. If it doesn't resonate for you, tap into the element itself. So right now you just want to be tap into Earth. See what it has, what message and assistance it has for you to do with organic timing, possibly for your creation that you're working on for this next 2 weeks in this full moon window. Okay. Thanks, Andrea. All right. We're going to move on to water. That's our emotional realm. And I pulled the nourishment card. It's so important that we understand that water is our nourishment. We all need to drink more water, she said as she sips a sip of water. And this is the card I pulled for the collective. If you have the deck, I encourage you to pull your own cards, or if you have another deck that you love, pull cards. But what is the gift in your shadowy emotions? What do I mean by shadowy? I mean, the more, the emotions that we sometimes want to push away, sadness, grief, anger, distress, disappointment. What is the gift in your shadowy emotions? If that question doesn't resonate at this time for you, then go ahead and ask water what it wants you to know in relation to your creation. Thanks, Christine. Appreciate that. Hope everybody else is getting near completion. And if you want to share anything that you're getting, it's really helpful for the collective if you feel like doing that, but you don't have to. I got the message I need a lot more Epsom salt baths for my watery nourishment. Thanks, Jodi. Okay. So now we move on to the air realm. Air is the mental realm. And I got whole brain integration as the card that I pulled for the collective. So whole brain integration means that we allow our mental realm the full range of its capacity. We spend so much time concentrating on a computer screen or on work in front of us that we narrow our focus. One of the great exercises you can do for whole brain integration is to allow your eyes to wander around and widen as far as they can. When you go outside, especially, let your eyesight take in everything it can see from all points of view, letting your eyes wander. Oh, Christine, thanks for sharing. She said I need to drink more water and put tinctures in it once a day. Yeah, that's a great step. Thanks for sharing that. So this is a time for things to be totally unexpected, totally fresh. So the question I got for the collective was, what fresh voice inside you wants to express itself? The fresh voice could be that thing that you're afraid to say, or it could be that something that you've had this idea sort of niggling for a while, but you haven't worked with it to come into form. So that's just a possible area of exploration. If that doesn't resonate for you, think about, allow whole brain integration to help you, or pull a card in the air realm and just say, air, what is it I need? What vision, what insight, what thoughts do I need at this time to help me create whatever it is I'm working on, or complete whatever it is I'm working on? Thanks, Christine. Awesome. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to fire now. Fire is the transformation and the action realm. Just see if we got any thoughts. Okay. So I pulled the life force card. This is a time where we want to pay attention to our life force. And if you have a deck, please pull your own card. But for the collective, I pulled life force. And where are you finding inspiration to act? To do anything? What's inspiring you to take action right about now? And resting is an action, by the way. Thanks, Jodi. Oh, Christine has a great suggestion. Read this. I'm going to stop the recording. She says, done, which I appreciate. She says, I will take support from music to get into the feeling I want to have while creating. We forget those things, don't we? That's so great, Christine, that you offered that. Okay, and now we come to spirit, the essence of all that is the spiritual realm, the God goddess that is of your understanding. The web weaver of everything, Spirit. What is Spirit trying to seed inside of you at this time is the question that I came up with. But if you have a different question or you want to ask Spirit directly, you can ask them directly. What you need to know at this time for your creation. And for the collective, I pulled Sacred Union, which, I mean, it's perfect for Beltane. Perfect. So that's the card I pulled for the collective. Go ahead and just take a few minutes and ask Spirit what they want you to know. What's being seated inside of you, or some other helpful question. Okay, as you're considering Spirit, you want to look at the whole picture. When you think about Taurus and Scorpio together, Taurus sun, Scorpio full moon, you look at all the messages you got from earth, water, air, fire, and spirit. Make a note of how the elements want to help you with your intention all together. In unity, how do they want to help you? Oh, wonderful. Christine says, beautiful. I got very clear instructions of how to support myself in the best way during these 2 coming weeks. Beautiful. Oh, I love your decoration there, Jodi. Your recognition. Thank you. And your acknowledgement that you're done, I would assume too. Beautiful flower. She had a little flower on her screen. It was so nice. So being conscious during this time and allowing yourself more time to do everything. I was obviously rushing when I was preparing the slides today, and we saw I made a boo-boo. So take your time over this next 2 weeks. Remember, Mercury goes direct on Sunday, May 14th. Allow yourself the luxuriousness of taking it slow, of doing things that just need completion and getting more rest. I look forward to seeing you in about 2 weeks. I have a time change that I just realized I need to make. The Taurus new moon call is going to be at 3 p.m., not 1 p.m. on Thursday, May 18th. It's going to be 3 p.m. I just checked something, and I'm glad I can say it on the recording, and I will put it on the YouTube recording. The next community ceremony will be the Taurus new moon, and it will be on Thursday, May 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It is always a pleasure to be with you. The effort that you all put into this makes such a difference in our world. And being creatrixes that we are, it is wonderful to collaborate with the elemental forces of earth, air, water, fire, and spirit, and to collaborate to create more beauty, more love, more peace, more joy. That is my wish for you all in this window. Have a great, great 2 weeks. Thanks for showing up. I so appreciate you. Many blessings. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.